The miners have a secret about something they call the Heart of Mars. I overheard one of them talking about it at the bar. Layla, I think it was.
Ain't much of a secret then if you ever heard them talking about it in a bar.
Time you went somewhere new. I heard they found another new freshwater deposit in one of the mines. So much better than paying those ridiculous import prices.
Man, you hear a lot of stuff. Must be nosy like me. Which one are you?
I can't tell one day from
Is
the
it you?
next. Yes.
Couldn't help but overhear a conversation.
What about it?
The League of Independent Sellers wants to help you start a new life, free from all your troubles. You ever heard of this?
Go on. I'm listening. This better be good.
Trust me, I know what it's like. I'm here to help.
Trust you? I don't know you. And you're not here to help me. You're here to sell something to me.
The way I see it, you're someone who needs a hand. Why not give Liz a chance?
Maybe I have been too proud. I probably do need a hand with some things.
I'm on your side. I want to help.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Sometimes it feels like no one's got my back.
Well, you're a cut above the rest. You deserve to be on that list.
Does that actually work on people?
I don't know.
This
You're the
isn't
first
for
person
me.
to ever tried it
Sorry.
on.
Good try though.
Thanks. Well, thank you for your time.
See ya.
See ya. Oh, that was a strikeout. I guess people aren't as excited about List as that List guy made it out to be. Seems like people think List is a scam.
Around here,
Oh well.
This here's the most important work in the
Probably not
galaxy.
paying that many credits anymore. I'm not gonna go out of my way to find people to sign up for this.
If you ever need a little joy, go talk to that Renee kid. She's always
Hello, traveler. Will you join me for a while? You strike me as someone with an interesting story. Call it scholar's intuition.
Really? Sure, I got time to talk. What's up?
Meeting a kindly stranger is always a blessing. What brings you to Sidonia?
Nah. May I ask you the same question?
You may. I just finished a circuit of the Sol system. I've been studying
that sounds
Galileo
cool.
lately, and I wanted to pay tribute to the planets that inspired him.
You seem like you fit in well on a constellation ship.
Oh, you're a captain. I'm a traveler myself. I've spent years in the space lanes conducting research for a book I intend to write. I envy you the company of others on your voyages through the Starfield. I hope the Blackest Sea has been kind to you and your crew.
What in the world? What's going on? Zen.
It's going to be a
Zen.
philosophical
What?
text about my theories on the intersection between science and the divine. I've been studying that relationship for years.
Okay. This is new.
Belong here. Zen,
What is that thing?
you don't belong here. You must
Whoa. Okay,
Go
okay.
back. home.
What in the world? What the heck was that voice? This has never happened before. What is that? What the? What's the? Man, what was that?
Hey, good to see you.
Wasn't I talking to this?
Hey,
Hello, traveler.
Hey.
Will you join me for a while? You strike me as someone with an interesting story. Call
Didn't
it
we just-
scholar's intuition.
You didn't see what
Meeting
just?
a kindly stranger is always a blessing. What brings you to Sidonia?
Didn't we already have this conversation? You didn't just see what just happened? You were.
You may. I just finished a circuit of the Sol system.
Yeah, that's what
I've
you
been
said
studying
before.
Galileo lately, and I wanted to pay tribute to the planets that inspired him.
What in the world is going on? You were talking about joining my
Oh,
crew?
you're a captain. I'm a traveler myself.
You
I've
said
spent
that before
years in
too.
Space lanes conducting research for a book I intend to write. I envy you the company of others on your voyages to the Starfield. I hope the Blackest Sea has
He
been
had
kind to you and your
yeah,
crew.
Yep. That's what you just said. You even already talked about the type of book you would write. You don't remember the conversation we just had? Did that not
It's
just
going
happen?
to be a philosophical text about my theories on
Theories
the
on
intersection between
science
and
and
the
divine.
divine. I've been studying that relationship for years, and I want to preserve my findings for future
scholars. Yeah, you said that already. Alright, I gotta be going.
I understand. Thank you for indulging me. I hope the Starfield treats you kindly.
You too. Man, what in the world?
the red planet lives up to its name, huh?
Yeah, I guess. Man, what is going on? These artifacts are getting like that was definitely something trying to communicate through the artifacts. That was not like any of the other visions. And it didn't even happen while I was asleep. It's almost like
I don't know if you heard, but my sister stored
none of that even happened. She didn't even remember having that conversation with me. It's almost like that conversation didn't even happen.
Her only flaw is she keeps making me look
Oh, this is
bad.
getting weird. I'm really starting to want to distance myself from these artifacts. What was that voice? Zen.
But if one
I don't belong here.
They can't see
Gotta
the
go
forest
home.
for the trees, or the stars for the light.
But it's also a
Where
good
exactly
point.
is my home?
What say you to that, Joy?
Not every light is
I can't even really dispute it because
The
I
light
lost
in
my
this
freaking
room is
memory.
made by people, for people.
Oh yeah?
Yet none of us know its workings.
Whatever.
We have faith that when we flick a
Just
switch,
distract
it will
myself
turn
by
on as a
being
creator
nosy.
intended.
What are these guys
Now
talking
you're
about?
starting to lose me. It is simple yes or no question. Is there or is there not an afterlife?
Yes.
Well, they seem very much in agreement.
Learning to accept the truth of higher power is key to understanding the universe.
Oh, is it now? I guess. If you say so.
Greetings, my child. Is there any assistance the Sanctum Universum can offer you?
Oh, Sanctum Universum. Oh yeah, religion is not my thing. I'll be going.
Very well. May the Lord watch over you and bring you peace in your travels, regardless.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. Well, what exactly does the Sanctum Universe do here?
I help run this community center along with my associate, Joy. People from all walks of life are always welcome to come here and share this space for whatever purpose they need. I am also here to assist those seeking faith in God under the Sanctum Universum as we lack a true spiritual center here on Mars.
You mentioned something about offering assistance to those in need.
We will always offer assistance to anyone who needs it, regardless if they choose to follow our faith. One is not conditional upon the other. We would never turn someone in need away, and we will happily serve those of any level of need.
It's very noble of you. Alright, well, thanks for talking. Take care.
Have a blessed day.
All are welcome here, enlightened or not.
Yep,
hello there.
He just said that.
What can I help you with? Have you come to seek assistance from the House of Enlightenment?
Oh, so you're from the House of Enlightenment,
No,
huh?
I still believe.
Yes, the Enlightened serve as a community-centric institution, much like a traditional church, but without religious faith. For it's the community and faith in one another which is important, not adherence to a particular religious dogma.
That's what's up. That seems like more my speed. What kind of assistance do you
We're
offer?
here to serve the Cydonia community in many ways. While we don't have a belief in a greater power, we have faith in humanity that people will always strive to better the human race. As a community, we come together to help those in need. Food, shelter, basic amenities. We'll provide because that's what people do for one another.
Well, I don't need anything right now, but thanks for offering. Have a good day.
We'll always be here if you need something or just want to meet people.
Thank you.
Actually, before you go, would you mind helping me out with something? I was debating with my dear friend Horace and would like an outside opinion.
Okay.
He believes that faith in a higher power is what inspires more people to be good. I say that more people do good without any promise of divine reward or retribution. What do you think?
I think both of you are right. It doesn't matter which inspires more good, as long as people actually do good.
That's an interesting perspective. Thank you. I guess when you get down to it, as long as people are good to each other, it doesn't matter what drives them to be good.
Exactly.
I'll be sure to share that with Horace.
All right. Well, you do that. Have a nice day. That was actually a pretty good distraction.
Joy,
Sorta.
would you like to join me for
I
dinner?
guess I immediately started thinking about it as soon as I was done. So I guess it wasn't that good of a distraction. Oh, what were we doing?
This is a courtesy reminder that despite the low gravity on Mars,
Yeah, Renee. Let's find this little girl. I'm always down for a little joy. Hey, are you Renee?
I wish there were more kids like me around. The grown-ups are always so grumpy.
That's true.
Hi, I'm Renee, and I'm
You are Renee.
so bored. My mom and dad said I
All
should
right.
talk to people I don't know, so I thought maybe I could talk to you, and then I know you, and I won't be so bored.
I don't know if that loophole works the way you think it works.
Not sure exactly what you mean by that, but trust me, I've thought about this lots, and it should be okay. Besides, now we're already talking, and it's too late not to. Anyway, what do you want to talk about?
Huh? Do you like living in Sidonia?
It's okay, I guess. It's better than living outside, because Mars can't support life outside and I'd die. But
yeah, that's true.
Maybe it would be nice
It's an interesting take on
live
that.
on another planet someday. I think I used to when I was a real little kid. And sometimes my mom and dad would take me to visit my grandma and grandpa in New Atlantis.
Are there lots of other kids your age to play with around here?
Not really. I mean, there's Taye. He's a good friend. But he's also one of my only friends. There aren't many kids on Mars, because my mom says that this is really only a place where people come to work hard jobs for a little while. But I wish there were more kids, because it gets boring. Like, when Taye is busy and my mom and dad are off working.
I imagine there isn't much for kids to do around here.
I like to play with Taye sometimes. We come up with lots of games to play. Sometimes we listen to music or watch shows. But when he's not around, I like to draw. Sometimes I draw things and give them to people since they're so mopey all the time. It makes them smile.
It's actually really nice.
Actually, want to help me? I just drew these great pictures of Space Frog, but I can't go out right now.
Space Frog?
Can you help put them up for me?
Well, what's a Space Frog?
It's Space Frog from outer space. And he's a little frog character that I made up. I've never seen a real frog before, but I've seen pictures. Anyway, he lives in space and goes around to different planets helping people who are sad or need help. He's great.
Okay. Does that actually help people?
My mom says it does. She says her work friends like my drawings because they make them smile. She says it's because
cool.
there aren't many kids here, and lots of people miss having kids around. Or it reminds them of their families.
That makes sense. Sure, I'd love to help.
You will? Thank you, thank you, thank you! People are gonna be so happy. Here's a bunch of copies of the Space Frog drawing I made. You can post them in places where you think people will see them. Thank you so much!
No problem, Renee. Glad to help. Definitely cool to spread a little joy where joy is needed. Definitely not opposed to that. Alright, let's go put some posters up, Sarah. Man, she don't talk much. She kind of just lets me do my thing. It's kind of like she's not even here. Well, at least she's not a micromanager. I can dig it.
Final particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume.
That must have been the final blast of the day.
Detonations to resume tomorrow morning.
Detonations resume tomorrow. Nope, that must be the mining operation Trevor was talking about. Yeah, I'll get to that later. Let's go put some Space Frog posters up. I'm starting to think that I'm literally trying to find any excuse not to get anywhere near this artifact. That's exactly what it's starting to look like. I'm like literally not in any hurry to find more or this artifact. It's fine. Sarah isn't saying anything, so we'll keep delaying it as long as possible. And besides, it's good to get to know people
Before
around
you
here.
say anything, no, Mars is nothing like Earth. Heck,
I'm never gonna
even Earth is nothing like what Earth used to be.
Okay.
Hey there.
Why does everybody keep bidding their issues to me? Do I have like psychiatrists painted on my chest or something?
Stay away from the sixth circle unless you're a minor.
God.
Please don't come crying to me.
Security guards. Oh my goodness. You guys need friends. Like, do you not hang out with each other? Oh, here's a good spot. You know what? I think this place needs these posters. And the security guards need to look at them. Oh, that looks like a good spot. Let's see. There we go. Yep, that's good. And walking up the stairs. Yep, that's a good spot right there. And seems like a lot of people come through here.
I have a pen pal in Atlantis. We've never met in person, but she's still one of my best friends.
Yep, that seems like a good spot. Yep. And one more, two more.
The UC Exchange is a great place to buy your weapons. Just make sure to keep them holstered at all times.
More to go. It's like it's gonna go in here somewhere.
Don't want to catch yourself with a loose grip on your equipment.
Okay.
Operate a little more.
Oh yeah, a bar bathroom. That's the perfect spot. There you go. Yep, and that's it. It's the last one. Alright, let's go let Renee know we finished hanging up our space frog posters.
But what they don't know is that I've saved this operation from being shut down countless times.
Hey, excuse me. Excuse me?
Hello there. Do I know you?
I don't know. I was wondering the same thing.
How odd that we both thought we knew each other.
Yeah, that
I'm
is
Iona
odd.
Hawks, Deimos Staryard's corporate liaison. Anyone who deals with our office likely deals with me at some point. I suppose I'll be seeing you around.
What's Deimos Staryard's relationship with the UC?
We've been contracted with the UC for decades to provide military-focused crafts for the entire fleet. It makes sense that they trust us, as Deimos is the oldest standing ship manufacturer in the settled systems. We were responsible for some of the major advancements in grav drive technology since the early days of its existence, so our legacy is strong.
What do you do here?
I coordinate between Deimos Corporate and the other operations, such as the Staryard itself, and the mining operations here on Sidonia. Deimos Staryard's corporation is a complex entity, given that the different divisions have different goals and priorities. My job is to make sure those are all in alignment.
Alright, well.
Bye then.
Okay, if no one
See
else
you
is
later.
gonna say it, I will. I'm ready to get out of here and go to the Spear.
You're already in the Spear?
Everything okay, Gilly?
Yes.
Can't
say I'm a fan of excitement and drama around here.
So, what's good to drink around here?
Told you about that in private. Honey, everything.
Everything. I make it a point not to sell crap. We got beer, wine, and spirits. We don't do too many fancy mixed drinks, at least not the kind you get in Neon or New Atlantis. It's my belief that the only booze worth drinking doesn't need to be mixed with something else to taste good.
Okay. This was up.
Girls only
What's happening around here?
Plenty. But if I went blabbing them to any rando that walks into my bar, no one would ever tell me anything around here. You don't do this job for 45 years by losing your customers' trust.
That true story. I wish the security guards had your point of view. You're right. I mean, no offense.
See? That's what I'm talking about. You give respect, you get respect. I'm glad you understand.
Yep. I'm actually looking for a Vanguard named Aurora.
He ain't been around. Went off on patrol. Hasn't been back in since. We're starting to think it might be time to pour one out to the Blackest Sea.
What, the Blackest Sea?
You got another word for it?
He means outer space.
Ma'am.
Okay. I kind of thought that. Well, we're looking for him if you know his patrol route.
Believe me, I've heard it. After about round 3 or 4 was all he would talk about. And he's got a voice that carries.
Oh, cool. You wanna...
Nothing more I'd love than to help out a fellow Martian.
Oh, here we go.
Especially one that's missing.
But,
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
It's a lot of credits, okay? I'll let it slide for a long time because he's a regular, but if I'm out all that money, I got problems. What do you say?
Yeah, I can't knock the hustle, but yeah, Sarah, you want to take this? Because I'm pretty sure you're seeing right through it like I am.
No, I've done this routine. Let's skip to the part where you admit you're lying about what he owes.
Yep.
You calling me a liar?
She is. I am
throw
too.
Both of you out of this bar right now.
No, I'm sure you will, but
Oh,
you gonna
please.
lower that price though.
Two strangers arrive from off-world asking for information only you have. You see an opportunity. Everyone always does.
What she
Lower
said.
the price. Don't think we can't find another way to get what we want.
What she
Fine.
said times 2. 1,000 credits, huh? You want to lower that even more? You know he could need help, right?
Come on. Life on Sidonia ain't hard enough. You gonna guilt trip me?
I mean, you trying to put his tab on me? I didn't drink that whatever he drunk. Really? The money or his life?
Yeah. I'll get your point.
Do you get my point? We might be the only ones that find him.
He's not gonna get found.
Oh man, quite
I'm
the
up with
optimist.
cash either way.
So you just gonna hold out for cash and he can need help?
Don't try to guilt trip me, okay? That's enough. You either pay up or
Oh,
get
aren't you a
out.
nice guy?
I'm done talking about this.
You got leads for work then?
I got
Since
a
you
board
charging
in a
me?
bar where people post all kinds of spacefaring jobs.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Make quick money.
Yep, got it. Dick.
Don't be a stranger.
Yeah, whatever. Man, that guy is just super nice. Alright, let's go make some credits. He's not getting any of my already owing her money. Let's see. Let's deliver these batteries to Titan. I was trying to get to him though. I'm pretty sure Marar's fine. I mean, he is in the Vanguard. I'm sure he can take care of himself. He saw right through us like we saw through him. Still not a nice guy. Trying to make somebody else cover somebody else's tab. Survey Piazza. And I'm probably not gonna get around to that one, but I might as well take it. And deliver batteries to Titan. Yeah, that's right here in the solar system. I might as well do that one. That's a cool 1,300 credits. That should cover his outrageous tab. The heck was this man drinking? Black Label? Must have been drinking the good stuff. Diamond Label, maybe Gold Label. Why would you give a Vanguard captain a tab? And why would you let him rack it up that high? Doesn't even make any sense. Alright, Sarah, let's go deliver these batteries so we can get this money to pay this guy off. I wonder if this is what it's like being in the Vanguard. Traveling around, talking to people, doing missions. It's kind of what like Commander Tula was talking about. It's kind of like being a UC security just across different systems. I was actually starting to think being in the Vanguard wouldn't be that bad. hopping on your ship, flying out to do a mission. Different parts of the subtle systems. Definitely better than being stuck in a mine. Yeah, it's looking more and more like I'm definitely gonna just go ahead and join the Vanguard. Being a Vanguard captain seems way more my speed. And Constellation definitely looks like they need somebody to help clean up the space systems for them while they look for their artifacts and dive into their unknown. Yeah, you should. Go ahead and warm those up. We'll get ready to take off here shortly. Yeah, I definitely think Constellation could at least use somebody to help clear their path so they won't get harassed by pirates so much. That can definitely be my speed. Yeah, I think that's exactly how I can help Constellation. Because I'm definitely not interested in these artifacts. At least not at the moment anyway. I gotta imagine eventually I'm gonna have to figure out what exactly it is it's trying to communicate to me. But right now, I'm just not interested. So we're gonna find this artifact and I'm gonna go do my own thing. Whatever that is. Homestead, let's deliver these batteries.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current
There's
course
Titan.
while we scan your ship's cargo.
Saturn. Okay. I don't have any contraband.
And we're done. Welcome to New Homestead.
Thank you. Prepare to land, sir.
Homestead, eh? This place hasn't changed much since the 2100s.
Oh, you been here before? It looks like they already took the batteries out of the cargo hold. Oh, yeah, that was a smooth 1,300 credits. That's probably the easiest 1,300 credits I ever earned. I'm ordering it too. Well, since we're here, we might as well check this place out.
Welcome to New Homestead. Please make your way to the building at the end of the path and down into the colony below.
Okay.
Stay safe and enjoy your visit.
Alright, well, thank you, my man. It's a nice, suit you got there. UC security, huh? United Colony security. I like that suit you're wearing. It's nice. Man, I gotta upgrade my suit. I'm getting so jealous of everybody else's suits. His suit's all nice and form-fitting. Looks like he can move around nice in that thing. Meanwhile, I'm here rocking this bubble jacket. It's all bulky. What am I gonna do in this thing? I feel like as soon as I start jumping around, I'm gonna break it. Oh well, I'll figure it out. I got a little bit of credit saved up. Should be able to get a spacesuit. Or maybe I can find one instead of buying one.
Interesting. The last thing I expected to stumble across at this type of settlement is a museum. Might be worth a look around.
Oh, wow, you don't talk much, but you want to go check out a museum, huh? Okay, well, I've been kind of doing my own thing, so I guess we'll do your thing. That's kind of shocking. She wants to go check out the museum. I'm surprised. She really is a scientist. That must be her speed. Alright, came to deliver batteries and gonna go do a museum tour. That's unexpected. Sarah, you get more interesting by the second.
Lots of history here, if you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah, I wonder what this place is like. Oh, there's a mission board. Starting to get kind of overwhelmed. It's my third new place in like less than 2 days.
Been a long time since I've been to Mars.
Just like the
Sol
rest of New
system doesn't
Homestead.
get a lot of traffic.
Well, I hope
You
you'll
said that
come
already.
See us again sometime, and I hope you'll consider another StarSap tour. Tell your friends.
Bye. Will. Thanks again.
Excuse me, Bill. You've got to do a better job of keeping your tour groups out of trouble.
What do you mean?
That little boy almost wound up on my operating table. Claudio said he was playing with some of the
Them
machinery
music
down
they
by
got
the
playing
mines
is
and
loud.
nearly got his arm stuck inside. It could have been ripped off.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know, kids, little troublemakers. I'll tell the guests to be more careful.
Damn right. You've got to do something, or else next time it happens, I'm billing you personally.
Man, she's mad. Man, these space gummies are really good. Hey, how's it going?
Hi, hello there! I'm Bill Starsap of Starsap Tours. Let me tell you, this place is full of history and interesting facts. For instance, did you know that New Homestead was one of the first colonies established outside of Earth? It's been populated in some capacity for over 200
Yeah,
years.
as far as memory goes, I might as well have been born almost a year ago. Sounds interesting, though. Tell me more.
Well, there's plenty more where that came from if you're interested in taking one of my famous tours.
Well, I'm
So
not,
what
but
do
I
you
think
say?
Sarah is.
I've got an opening. I could take you on a tour right now if you'd like.
Yeah, I think Sarah would like that. But why do people tour New Homestead? What's so special about this place?
Why would I want a tour of New Homestead, he says. Well, let me tell you, New Homestead is living history. These people are direct descendants of some of the first settlers to leave Earth.
Oh.
If you've ever wanted to know what that
That is
early
pretty
colonial
fascinating.
life was like, this is your chance to embark on a fun-filled exhibition unlike any other.
Okay. Well, what do you recommend seeing while we're here? Anything to avoid?
Definitely check out the Brown Horse Tavern. Good food, great atmosphere. Avoid spending too much time outdoors. It's freezing out there. Any more than that, and I'd be giving away the tour for free.
Yeah, I get that. No offense, but Starsap? It's an unusual name.
None taken. I get it all the time. If you think it sounds made up, well, that's because it is.
Okay, that makes
I
sense.
come from an eccentric family. Back in the early days of space travel, generations ago, my ancestors were really into science fiction. They wanted a name that seemed like it fit into the stories they grew up with, so they changed their last name, and the Starsap family name was born. Used to be Bramblefoot before that. Their ancestors liked
That's no better than Starsap. Bramblefoot? Alright, sure. We'll take your tour.
Excellent! You won't regret it. My tours are one of a kind.
You like
Now,
raring
there's
to
just
go,
the
huh?
matter of price. The going rate for a genuine Starsap tour is only 100 credits.
Only, he says. I like to, but that's more than I was hoping to spend on a museum tour.
Well, 100 credits is very reasonable, I think.
Says the person not spending the 100 credits. You kind of pulled a bait and switch on me today. How about you give me a discount for spreading the word?
Sorry, I appreciate the offer, but exposure doesn't put food on my table.
But I mean, why is this tour worth 100 credits? You ain't really sold it on me. Like, you need to work on your pitch.
I know. I gotta work on my pitch a little. Maybe I could give you a discount just this once to prove my tour is worth it.
That's what I'm talking about. I could just go take the tour myself, you know.
True, you could, but I doubt you'll get all the information I'm gonna give you. And it can be pretty dangerous outside without a guide.
Thank you.
Sorry,
I think I'll survive
but that's the price,
outside
and
without your
I'm not
help.
willing to go any lower right now.
Fine.
So what'll it be?
You know, I was just trying to haggle a little bit.
Great.
Here, take the
Let's
100
get
credits.
this show on the road, eh?
Yeah, let's.
All right, so this is New Homestead's main concourse. This underground area didn't exist when the original outpost, Titan Astrobase, was finished in 2130. Follow me. We'll come back here by the end of the tour and talk about the museum collection. But first, let's go see where people live. Now remember, these people aren't actors. They actually live here, so try to be respectful of that. While the original inhabitants of the Titan Astrobase lived in pods like you saw up above, they transitioned down here when this section of the base was finished in 2144. Space is extremely limited, so you'll notice some overflow here, but more residences also exist on lower levels, which are inaccessible to tours. I'll stop at each of our destinations if you want to look around, or if you have any questions for me. Have any questions so far?
So, how many people live here exactly?
I'm not sure the exact count, but New Homestead is a fairly small colony. What you see is what you get for the most part, except for some other people who live in the private lower levels. Some, particularly security, and yours truly, even commute from other worlds.
So if you have lower levels, why does the overflow area look so cramped?
Sadly, it's difficult to get additional construction done inside these underground caverns.
I'm sure it is.
So for now, additional populations
For
are
certain
housed
people, huh?
in these stacks of old shipping crates. As you might expect, this is where some of the less wealthy can afford to live. It's not glamorous, but they are functional and cozy.
Says the person who doesn't have to live in them. Can you tell me more about this place before it was built?
The original Titan Astrobase had more habitation pods on the surface connected to some of the old structures you may have seen in the back. As the colony grew, the base was expanded underground, and those hab units were recycled into materials used down here.
Alright, well, we're gonna go check this area out more in detail.
Oh, sure, I'll be here waiting. The locals love to talk with tourists, but they'll let you know if they're busy, so please respect them.
Roger that.
Way more awesome wherever you come from than it is here.
Lounge clinic. Let's go check out the clinic. Maybe I can get some information about alien DNA. Never know. Might be an expert here.
Just do me a favor and stay out of trouble. It's hard enough dealing with our own sick and injured.
No, oh, alright.
Great! Another tourist. Let me guess. You slipped on the ice and need a doctor to wrap your sprained ankle?
Yes, technically I just did a delivery job here, so I'm not a tourist, just visiting. Got curious.
I appreciate that you're trying to set me at ease, but that might as well be the same.
No,
Sorry
if you say
for how I
so.
responded. It's not you, it's me. I'm just frustrated about all the non-native people I need to treat when our own still need help. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Is it difficult being a doctor here? Such a older fashioned community?
Even though we don't have shiny new medical facilities, I imagine it's easier than wherever you're from. We have fewer
That
people
is
here.
what it sounded
and we're
like
very
5 seconds ago when you were
responsible when it comes to our
complaining.
personal health and welfare. So there's not much I can't handle. For anything
Not-
else, we can get access to off-world specialists. Contrary to popular belief, we're not primitive.
So why are you complaining about helping tourists then?
I don't. They make a mockery of New Homestead culture. And on top of it, they're reckless. It's like I said before, I feel like I'm treating them more often than our own people.
Does it matter who you treat? Shouldn't you just treat who needs to be treated? It must keep you busy, but what's so bad about that?
The problem is that most of the tourists' injuries are from preventable accidents. Things our people know how to avoid. And often I have to take care of them first because they can't leave with their injuries, so I have to put off seeing my regular patients. So not only am I working extra hard for people who have little respect for me, it comes at the expense of our own.
Sounds frustrating. Wish we could help.
Actually, maybe there is. I have an idea that may be best suited for someone relatively unknown, instead of myself. I've got a mountain of work and a reputation to maintain. So I bought a realistic monster costume.
Oh, boy.
The plan was to wear it, scare tourists away, and start a rumor about terrible creatures living
Seriously? Are you really a
out there.
doctor?
Figure that once word gets around, tourism will take
Who
enough
the
of a
hell is
dive
gonna
to give
fall
some
for somebody wearing a costume and think aliens are on this planet? Like, what are you talking about right now? That sounds ridiculous.
relief. Maybe, I'm not sure. I know it sounds crazy, but I don't have any other ideas. The tourism board flat out
Hire
won't
another
help me,
doctor?
and I don't have money in the budget to hire additional help.
No. Okay.
And you know these tourists will believe anything they see and hear. I think it's
They're
bullshit.
not gonna believe somebody
Worst
wearing
case
an
scenario,
alien costume.
I'm back to square one.
Yeah, no. Tempting, but no.
I can't blame you, but I've got to try it anyway. Let me know if you change
I
your mind.
won't. Yeah, you probably won't see me again. Bye. Have a nice day. That lady's weird. I can't believe she's a doctor. Put on a monster costume to scare tourists away? Like what? Like where is that gonna work at? What is she? People stupid or something? Oh man, put on a monster costume. I know people will believe any type of rumor, but that's a little ridiculous. Alright, what do we got over here? That was certainly interesting.
Some say New Homestead is a backwoods world. Maybe it is, but that doesn't really bother
I
me.
haven't been here that long, but I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, you don't really want to talk to me. I'm just a nobody from the crates. Besides, I'm not really good at talking to tourists about New Homestead. If you're really interested in our history, talk to Maurice. He's a lot better at that than I am.
You seem fine at talking to me. Yeah, you don't seem like a nobody to me.
I feel like it sometimes. I don't have many friends, and I'm struggling to stay in my undergrad program. It feels like I'm never going to get out of here and make a name for myself. Anyway, if we're going to talk, maybe we should talk about something else.
Alright, what do you want to talk about? Well, what do you do here in New Homestead?
Well, I'm trying to finish up my undergrad schooling, actually. I want to be a
that's cool.
physicist like my grandmother.
No, that's double
Then,
cool.
Who knows what? But I also do some odd jobs here or there for money.
That's life.
Sometimes I help Jay out at his shop, and he gives me stuff in return. Sometimes I help Anya clean up at the Brown Horse when she's short-staffed. That sort of thing.
Man, people's definitions of being nobody has changed, apparently. What's the crates?
The crates are what we call the living quarters for the poor people, like me. They're made from old shipping containers. We have to make do with the space we have here. They're comfortable enough, I guess. And no one on Titan is well off to begin with, but you can tell that people look down on us, especially some of the tourists.
So, how do you feel about this place being a tourist destination?
It's not as bad as you'd think. I like talking to off-worlders, especially people my age. It gives me ideas for what I want to do when I'm done with school.
That's cool.
Because, honestly, I'm not sure I want to stay here. It'll always be my home, but as soon as I can afford to, I'd love to explore my options.
Yeah, I understand that. So you're having trouble with studies?
Okay, well, no. Not the studies specifically. Like, I get good grades when I'm able to apply myself. But I'm poor. I just don't have the kind of money to be a full-time student and support myself. Even living in the cheap-ass crates. I keep having to take odd jobs just to put food on my plate. And when I do, my grades suffer. I just feel like I'll be stuck in a rut forever.
Well, you can be successful without finishing school right away. You may just need to get out of New Homestead. Save up some money and then go back to school.
Really? I thought it was the only way. I remember my parents telling me that when they were still around. But maybe you're right. I guess I can put my studies on hold, at least until I get enough credits saved up to live on. I can always return to my studies then. Maybe part of the reason I feel I've been stuck in a rut is because I push myself too hard. Thanks for the advice. It helped.
I'm sure she appreciates the advice, but I think actual funds would have been a bit more helpful.
Well, then you give her 20,000 credits, sir. No? You got it? Okay. Well, then.
Until later.
Yeah, until later.
You off-worlders have it made. Later.